Hey!
Welcome back to the Socially Awkward podcast. My name is Daniel.
My name's Shanice.
My name is Brandon and I'm after f***ing this up completely.
Again.
We are three best friends, controversially, who share our awkward little lives with you. But today, we have a very special guest on today, and I do have a certain intro that I was made to say. If you're following him, you're sexy.
Facts.
He's just a lunatic with internet access.
Facts.
And he is the CEO of calling people sexy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dylan Lee Kenny.
Hi.
Dylan, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Welcome. Do you feel socially awkward?
I feel so sexy.
I feel like you give socially butterfly though.
Yeah.
I feel like you give a bit
absolutely.
of Shanice in that aspect, whereas me and Daniel aren't as maybe socially inclined. You give
We
like,
walked
you
into the
talk
office
to the wall.
today and Dylan was like straight away, hello to
Yeah.
every single person that walked by.
And mangoes.
You're just that bitch when you walk into a room, like all eyes go on you.
Attention
Period.
seeking, so
As they should,
I like
though.
the attention.
Do you
As they
feel
should.
like you could give us a little lesson on how to be less socially awkward?
A confidence.
Do you know
lesson,
what's
yeah.
crazy? I'm actually the most awkward person you'll probably ever meet.
Are you?
Yeah, like before social media, with my friends, you'd only see like this side of me if you are my friend.
Yeah.
But like sometimes like I'd go into a shop and then I'd be like, oh, do you know what? I'm just gonna do what I want in here and just be loud. And everyone just be like, what the is going on with him? I'm like, it's my world. You just live in it. Bye.
Yes, I love that attitude.
Do you
Yeah,
know
'cause-
the way people say, oh sorry.
Oh, no, go on.
Do you know the way people say online that you have to be the exact same as you are online as you are offline? Do you feel like there's any truth to that? Or like, would you be the same offline as you would be online? Because you said that you're awkward, but you definitely don't come across that way.
No, you
Oh
definitely
no, not
don't.
anymore. I used to be awkward. Like I went through an awkward phase, but now I'm just kind of like, God, I don't give a f. But yeah, I don't think like people do ask me about, as I said earlier, says, how would you do your TikToks? I'm like, I just
Just do them.
press record and post and then that's it. Like there's nothing to it. Like
Yeah.
it's just my personality. I can't help it like the way I am. People find it interesting. I just find it's me.
Do you feel like
it's
you
no
need to
news
put
to
on
me.
a persona when you're pressing record, or do you just like, no,
No,
this is me, take it or leave
But
it?
I'm like that off the camera.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm even louder off.
Yeah.
Like most of the time when I hit record, I'm like, right, I need to down it like notch a bit because I'm gonna get stiff for going on like this. But like I'm even worse. Like I do go behind till counters and all in back doors
my
of rooms, but I don't
God.
post any of that in case people slate me online.
Cancel.
I've been barred out of my littles like about 3 or 4 times for going into the bakery.
Ah,
Like usually if I
Dylan.
went to the shop and you would leave a back door open, I am going in that back room because I'm just that curious.
You're just like curiosity
I get
kills the
kicked
cat.
out
wandering
everywhere I
child.
go.
No, that's so fair. Did somebody just turn around to you one day and be like, you should start a TikTok?
How did I don't even know how I started. I started making just posting pictures and I was like, oh, I'm getting no attention. I'm not that sexy. I think it was, how did I can't even remember. I think it was like last year. I started posting and I went to Amsterdam. And then that even blew up even more because I was on the
Oh, the
plane.
plane.
And I said,
Oh my God,
But I've always
yes.
done that, getting off the plane. Bye-bye,
That is
captain.
brilliant.
Hi, captain. Like, same, did you ever see the bus driver? Bye-bye, driver. Bye.
That was actually
So I
good.
did that one day and I got off the plane, like, posted it. Not thinking that was going to happen. I was like, oh, that's 100k views. I'm not going to be back on that flight. And then I booked my seat and he put me at the back of the plane so I couldn't do it. I was like to the flight, can I go up? No, we seen your TikTok. Leave the captain
No
alone.
way.
So I had to get off the back of the plane.
That's
I
brilliant.
suppose, yeah, because you are like, if I was to say what you were known for, it's just like your confidence. Like all the viral videos of you, like you walking past the lads.
Yeah, I
or
was just about to
the
say that.
Range Rover. Like what? Was it is something, were you always confident growing up, or was it something that was like, do you know what, this?
I wouldn't call it confident. I'd say probably delusional.
I love
Would be
that.
the answer.
We need a bit of delusion.
Like I'm very delusional, but that's by choice. Like I'm
Right.
fully aware of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But like the delusion is kind of like a bit of a knack because I'm like, do you know what? I'm gonna die one day, so who gives a f right now? But see all them people like the lads, like I know them all my life, so people are like, oh, that's so great. But I know all them, probably with half of them as well, but how I never. But yeah, I don't know where that came from. It's just always. Do you know what people used to say to me when I was younger? And only as I got older, I realised a lot of people say, he's special. He's special. And I thought, look, I'm a really good person. Until I got older, I'd be like,
Oh, that's what
why
they did.
call me
That makes
special.
sense now.
Because like if I'd go anywhere with my mouth, I was so out straight where I'd say things that like you shouldn't, like out of pocket things. Like I'd be like, you look horrible in that today. You know, like I was one of them kids. Like it was mad. And then like if I seen someone pregnant when I was younger, I'd say, oh, they had to have sex to have that child. I'd say it out loud. I wouldn't, like I had no inner monologue. Like everything would just come out. So I don't know how that happened. I think I was dropped at birth.
No, you definitely weren't. Well, if you were, then the whole lot of us were 100%. But have you grown up in Fatima your whole life? What's that been like for you?
Oh, God. Well, let's cap her off. I seen someone getting shot when I was a month with people being stabbed and battered with hammers. But other than that, like, it's a great community.
Love.
Okay. That's
But yeah,
heavy.
no, it's a really, like, it was only when I got older I realised, because I think that's normal background. Until when I walked in a hotel, I met these people from, like, as we say, posh areas. And they were talking to me about trauma they went through, and she was like, yeah, my mum and dad arguing, and I was kind of like,
You're like, can't be
Tell
me
me
about
about
that.
I just get a sweet and brush thrown at me. You're worried about your mum arguing. But yeah, like I will say, like the one thing I hate is the bad name. Well, I have got a bad name, but there is really great people. Like, have you seen the community days I've been posting?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I had to highlight them because that goes on every year.
Does
where
it?
I'm from. So like you can't let like one or two bad apples.
No, you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Because like my community is type where just two people that sit on my road. Shout out to May and Suzanne.
Your man
They
Suzanne.
live next door to me, and like they'll sit in their garden, I'll come out and I'll sit there and we will just neighbourhood watch everyone and talk about everyone. Like, it's mad to think, like, people where I live know what time you piss. That's how bad it is. We'd be sitting there in the garden and be like, she's gone out again, she is, isn't she? And then like if we see someone at the breaking up with a fella, he'd be back in the house like, she had to take him back. She's a dopey. Then she'd come over and I'd be like, yeah, he's back. I'm delighted for you. And that had to be just there eating the back off. But yeah, that's one thing about the community. It's very like two-faced. But if anything goes wrong, people be there.
Everyone is always there.
You know what
I feel it on that though, because I grew up in flats. I grew
flats?
up in, do you know Island Bridge? Beside the Memorial Court.
Where's Island?
The Memorial Park. Do you know
Over
across
by Inji Corway?
Yeah.
You grew up in flats?
I grew up in them flats,
Flats,
yeah.
girly.
Now, I wouldn't be the person I am without them, but it is like what I was saying to you, like what you were saying to us, it's a great sense of community, but it's bite back and left, right and centre.
Like, people don't like to see you doing good. No, but surprisingly enough, everyone with TikTok and all, when I hate this, my neighbours will introduce me, there's our famous neighbour. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Or like, do you know what I've noticed lately? A lot of kids wait outside my door now.
Oh, God.
A lot of the kids. Dylan, make a TikTok, make it. Like, one of them stole my phone before we made a TikTok. And she grabbed my phone and I had to chase her around the whole block. Now I know I'm at. But yeah, like I do when I'm going to the gym, or even when I come out of the gym, like I'm sweating, they're like, Dylan, make a TikTok. I'm like, my phone's dead. It's always dead. And then like if I walk away and take the phone, I thought your phone was dead. I was lying in bed and like a knock came to the door and I was like, I'm not answering that door. I'm bad answering that. And they were like, it's still in there. And I was like, oh, no, he's not here. They keep knocking at my door. When I find out who gave the address,
You're dead.
coming for you.
You're
I
dead.
feel like
coming.
that's something that so many people can relate to, though. Going back to what you were saying there about, you know, where you grow up, it's all that you know, and the mentality that people have in those general areas, no matter where you're from, it's what you grow up knowing. So naturally, that's what you're going to grow up doing. So whether that's, you know, the bitchiness and talking about like people behind their back and, oh, what's this person doing, and the over the fence kind of neighbourly talk, that's something that an awful lot of people can definitely relate to. Especially like I'm from Ringsend, which is obviously a very close-knit community as well, so everybody knows everybody's business. And it's something that is so annoying, is that no matter, like, they'll almost know your business before you do.
You
Definitely.
do, yeah.
And it's something
Definitely.
that's so frustrating. But going back to that point of, well, you know, everybody has done it, it's always been the done thing, so that's what people do. It's really annoying. So like, have you found now that you're just kind of used to it?
Oh yeah, definitely. But
All
see,
you
I
know,
was always
really.
the type where, you know, people who wouldn't talk about their business, I would just say it. Like, I wouldn't. Like, this is what my motto was. Because the bitchiness, I'd be like, well, if I tell them my personal life, there's nothing you can talk about. Because
Yeah,
I've already
true.
said it. Or like, if some, like, one thing I always say, like, if people slag me, I'll always slag myself first.
Forced,
So
yeah.
that comment won't offend me, because I'm at the laughing about that 20 times. I've said the worst things about myself, so what you're going to say about me is not going to bother me, trust me. But yeah, that's how I've always just did it, just stay wherever I want. And now a lot of people in my area are kind of like, now that he has a big following, what is he going to say?
Yeah.
You know, because there has been some times where I've said things, I'm like, oh, I can't put that in because I'll have no windows next week. So it's things like that I can talk about that I know I can.
Who are you riding for that Range
But I
Rover?
love that mentality though, and it's something that I always choose to live by, especially with the communities, is people are going to talk either way. So just give them a show.
Yeah.
Give them a show.
But see, in my area, even before TikTok, like my surrounding area and a bit of out my area, everyone always knew me. I'm the type of person you'd hear before you see it.
Yeah.
So like I remember I was a walking demon growing up, and then what everyone's response or excuse, that's just Dylan.
Yeah.
So I would get away with a lot of a lot of Like me and my friend Grace, we grew up, and if there was anyone in the local area in hospital, we used to just walk over and chill in the hospital, walk around.
You've lived a life,
Several
haven't
different
you?
lives I have.
I
But-
feel like most of the community drama though always happens around the local shopping areas. It's always
it's
those
always
communal
more outside the
areas.
shop,
It's always
isn't it?
like the place to go if you're looking for a bit of life to your
Yeah.
day. If you've had a bit of a boring day, just go down to the local shops because you're guaranteed to catch a show.
On them,
Yeah, I used to sit at my local bus stop when I was younger with the alcoholics. Just sit there, me and my friend. Like we were like only like 8 or 9. We used to hang around with the local addicts. It's because they were causing so much drama and killing each other. We were like, oh, this is really interesting.
You're like, it's just
so we'd go around and
entertaining.
sit at the bus stop all day, like, right, she's 3 naggins in. There's going to be
Murder.
And I would be murder. So yeah.
But obviously, with the following that you have now, right? The internet is so unpredictable. People are so unpredictable. Have you ever been sent any outrageous DMs since posting?
I posted my Snapchat name and I didn't know that I accepted everyone on it, thinking if I have to accept this for them to see my
Yeah,
story,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
understand like my story was public. So I started accepting them and I didn't know how to turn notifications off, so like my phone was blowing up all night. Then I went on to the Snapchat, I said, like, you know what, I better reply to a few people. So I started opening pictures.
Oh, no.
They were all dick pics. They were all dick pics. And not good dick pics. So I wasn't even appreciating them. They were bad angles. And it was just so horrible.
Lesson learned, don't accept everybody on
So now when I
Snapchat.
get a Snapchat, I don't even open it. I just move by.
But we have had people on the podcast before, Garen Noon, where he's had like middle-aged women like sending
seen
him
that.
pictures of the baps just...
I get a lot of
Unprovoked.
middle-aged women telling me, oh, wish you weren't gay. Like people
Oh,
say, oh,
really?
you must be flooded with the men. No.
It's the
only
women.
All the
women
women.
text me, oh, it's a pity you're gay, it's a pity you're gay. And then the other messages I just really get is like, I love you so much. And then like, the other like real deep ones that make me cry is when people message me like, no, tell me they're going through dark days and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do be balling. Because like I'll get like usually like probably between 5 to 1,000 message requests a week. I answer all them. Like I will sit there every night and take an hour every night and I'll sit there and answer them because I feel guilty when people message me. I feel like I have a responsibility.
You have to
It's
answer.
important
They're
to
taking
do
time
that,
to
yeah.
message me. But yeah, some of them like I do be absolutely balling it. Like, but you
But
wouldn't
you
believe.
don't realise the impact that you have on
no.
people because you like your videos, you reel people in straight away because of your personality and you're so bubbly. And we know that anytime we watch one of your videos, we're going to get a story and we're going to get full blown entertainment. So that's something you need to give yourself more credit as well.
Oh,
I feel like
definitely.
when you start posting content, it's more of a imposter syndrome, and you're like, right, when things start coming in, you're like, oh, what's going on here? But you need to give yourself credit where credit is due.
I still
because-
find it fairly weird record. Now, if I'm doing like recording that, like obviously like just the POV way, but when I have to sit and talk to the camera, I freeze up. I'm like, what do I do?
Do you?
What do I? Yeah, like my brain still hasn't comprehended like the millions of views I've seen.
Yeah.
Like when people are like, do you understand like how many people? I'm like, no. Like even now when I post, I'm like, oh, it's just for my friend. Not like if you have
Yeah,
a personal Instagram.
yeah.
I'm like, oh no, like there's gonna be like thousands of people seeing this. And like at the beginning of it, it was mad. People were just screaming out car windows at me. And then I'd be with people that didn't have TikTok. So I'd be like, how did these people know? I'd be like, oh, they're just my friends. Like, you have a lot of friends. But, like,
Everyone's me
like,
friends.
even still to this day, like everywhere I go, people just run up to me and hug me. I'm like, come on, we got a picture. Like in the weirdest positions ever. Like I've gotten a picture in toilets, in a public bathroom, in the gym.
In toilets.
2 girls came into the toilet. I went into a restaurant to use the toilet one night, and as I opened the door, 2 girls ran into the toilet. Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture? I was like, all right, grand, there's people pissing in the back. Go ahead.
But it's not something that you ever really get used to. And especially because we live in Ireland and it's almost something that you're begrudged for. Especially, well, maybe not everybody, but there's definitely an awful lot of people that might feel a certain way because Irish people definitely have a way of pulling you back down to earth and
Humbling.
keeping
Yeah.
us
Oh, yeah.
humble. But as I say, it's not something that you ever get used to, especially when all you see is a number on a screen. As soon as that translates into real life and you see, oh, these people are coming up to me, they recognise me, what the hell, what's going on? It's such a culture shock almost to you because
You
you're
realise
just
that
thinking,
it's not just
oh
numbers.
my God, like I'm just making TikToks in my room.
Yeah.
And people are actually enjoying them. But when you see the impact, how does that make you feel?
Oh, really good. Like, there's been days where if people pull me at the beginning, they'd be like, oh, how, like, say if I said something in a previous video, like, oh, I'm doing this, and they'd be like, how'd you get on with that? And I'd be looking at them, how would you know that? I'm like, oh, I posted a video about that.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm going to be completely honest, I absolutely love it. I love
You're
it.
a
I
natural,
love walking down the road and
You're
people
well
calling
able.
me names, want a picture.
You're well able.
Yeah, if people say don't be big-headed, no, I'm going to be big-headed. I am the ghetto Princess Diana out here. No, I really am. Like, that's why I say to people, I'm the ghetto Princess Diana. I can't help it. But yeah, it definitely is weird. But I'm like, yeah, this is my destiny. This is my destiny.
What is your goal? Like, is the goal to stay on social media, make the millions, and get that Range Rover, or would you look to go into TV, or is it something completely? Like, what
I have
is the
no
goal?
idea. I just live day by day. Like, I really have, like, I'm not money driven or anything. Like, I'm not doing it for money. Like, I remember I started doing TikTok shopping. I was like, God, this is boring. Like, this and that. I felt like a QVC. That's what I felt like. No, I still do the odd TikTok shop if I find something I like. But I was like, no, I just rather just show people me, like, what I'm doing. But I think the end goal probably be TV.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
can see
what
it on
they-
TV.
Probably like someone follow me around with a camera, like keeping up style.
Yeah.
You do.
You need a
strike
camera
as
crew. You need
somebody-
your own
But I
reality
couldn't
show.
have a camera crew where I live because you wouldn't believe the things people shout at me on the
Oh
street.
God. Have you ever posted something and instantly regretted it?
No.
I don't get
No
that
regret.
from you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, no, it.
Yeah, no, it, no.
I think
I
we
say it with
we have.
chest.
Yeah, we've posted a
Oh,
lot of
for
videos
sure.
that we regret. A lot.
The one thing that irritates me is me hearing my own voice over and over.
Yeah.
So like, I'll post a video and I'll do like a quick edit and I post it and I won't go back in here.
Yeah.
I'll click back on it, pause it, read and like
Yeah.
comment,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
am not going back in here because you ever like listen to your own voice,
I
like even
know.
now I still not. I'm like, do I sound like that? Like I remember I was sitting on the bus and the girl in front of me was watching one of me TikTok and I was just like, oh God, what's going on?
Oh no.
And like, I felt so weird. Then I was getting off the bus and I was like that kind of like with my head torn so she wouldn't see me. But like even I get the bus for free now. That's the biggest flex.
Oh,
I have.
that's a flex.
Imagine you have a
see
Dublin
them-
bus gold card.
No, but you see the video I made getting on the Dublin bus. I think that must have been shared around to all the.
Oh, it's a thanks
bus.
driver. Yeah.
So when I got on the bus, I do that TikTok fella. I'm like, can I grant for free? Because I only ever paid €2 on it. We're going from the beginning to the end and only getting €2. Yeah, no, I did. Like, oh, you can grant for free. I'm like, thank you, bus for free. And I'd be telling
I'll
her,
give you
I'm
a
not getting
shout
the bus for free. See,
ever
that's
get
my
caught by the
personality.
inspector?
What?
Did you ever get
Yeah,
caught by
isn't
the
there
inspector?
bus inspectors now?
Not a bus inspector. I just say I roll because when I get a bus ticket, I roll it up and like with my anxiety, I just roll it.
Yeah.
So there's my ticket there.
Oh,
But then
yeah.
I don't. No, I've never bunked the Luas. Just putting that out there. But that's my biggest downfall that I'm known. I can't get on the Luas anymore. I have to pay for the Luas.
Oh,
like I got the Luas in here, and the fella come up to me. I was like, "That he knew me from bunking the Luas years ago." I was like, "I have a ticket now."
Oh, did you ever get stung?
Oh yeah, loads.
Yeah.
Of time. Here's another thing about the Luas. So about 2 years ago, I was going to work for.
Right.
And they sent me out, yeah, we'll tell you how I got kicked out. But they sent me out, I was starting on the Tuesday and it was a Friday. They sent me out this form, it was like, bring it to your Garda station, have it filled out. So I was like, all right, grand. So I went over to the Garda station, came in, I knew the bank guard, I've never been arrested, but I know all the coppers. So I gave it to her, she went in the back and I was like, right, 15 minutes went by, this is taking very long. So she came back out and you know by the tone of someone's voice, you know there's something wrong. So she was like, Dylan, as I stood up, I was like, yeah. She said, come here. So I'm walking like in slow-mo, like I'm real dramatic, over to the desk. And I put my hand down like that. I goes, what is it?
Can I help you?
She's like, you have a bench warrant. We're going to have to arrest you. I said, sorry, what? Yes, a bench warrant. Now, if you don't know what a bench warrant is, a warrant is like just a warrant to be arrested. A bench warrant is for if you miss a court date, you have to be held in custody till the next court date. And it was a bank holiday weekend. Oh, so I wouldn't have been in court until the Tuesday. So I was like, what's it for? Like, she was like, she said this weird thing, and I was like, what does that mean? Like, explain it more. I don't know. She's like, public disorder could be one of them. And I was thinking, oh, I'm at the blacking out drunk and doing something really bad. So she was like, wait there, and I'm going to come around and bring you in and book you in. So I was like, all right, grand. She went in the back, and I went straight out that door.
No.
I just calmly just turned and walked out the door, got outside the Garda gates and ran. Then I got home and sunk in what I was at to do, and I was like, oh, I'm at the assistant arrest. I'm probably on the run right now. So I rings the solicitor and I tell him, I was like, listen, I was like, I'm at to go into the Garda station. He told me I have a bench warrant. He's like, what you do? I was like, I left. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, I left. He goes, oh no. He goes, right. So he gave me this number for this copper. He's like a warrant copper. So I rang him. He was so nice to me. I was bricking out on the phone. I was like, I'm at to run down the guard station. I'm at the sister nurse. She said I have a warrant, but I wasn't saying there to Tuesday. I'm not cut out for prison. So that was grand. He rang me and goes, right, come over to me on, I think it was like the Tuesday. We'll do everything. He goes, just bring a bit of cash with you because you're going to have to bail yourself out. So it's not like, I was like, I'm getting locked up. So I had to go to the guard station, go through the whole booking system. Like, they took me height, me eye colour, like everything. So he's like, yeah, so you're under arrest, blah, blah, blah. I was like, show me the cell. I go, so I have to go in there. He's like, no, we'll let you go because you're delicate, he said to me. So he's like, have you got cash to pay your bail? So I paid the bail, that was grand. So then, what this was all over, I got my solicitor to ring up and find out what was going on. Some arsehole racked up 150 fines on the Luas in my name and address.
Oh, no way.
And I was summoned to court, and I don't open letters, especially letters with like the harp on it, because I'm like, no, debt collectors, not open.
Oh
So I obviously left the letter there and missed the court date. So the judge ushered out like a bench warrant, meaning like once you catch him, hold him in custody until a court date. And that was on a Friday. Do you think I was sitting in that guard station from Friday to Tuesday without a mobile device?
Oh my God.
So I ended up going to court, all this stress. The judge never showed up. So I rings the sister. It's like, what happens? Like, just forget about it. I goes, just forget about it. I goes, what if I get picked up again off the street? So obviously all this stress was going on, and I was due for my training day. So I was sitting with one of my friends. She was like, take a hit of this. It was the wacky tobacco. So I was like, no, one hit won't do. So I took a hit of it, went to my training day, was sitting there. So I'm sitting there walking. This girl comes in with a big box and was like, drug test. And I'm like, what? Yeah, a drug test. So I went in to do a drug test and came back out. I was like, that, giving a drug test. Not only cannabis came up in this drug test.
Oh God.
I was at the bin in Amsterdam before that.
Yeah.
Like a week before, and kind of partied a little too
Then
hard.
I'm sweating for you.
And she was reading out a list of things, and I was, oh my God, I feel like Lindsay Lohan right now. What's going on? I was like, could I be spiked? And she's like, no. I was like, do you know what? I'll just
I be
get your stuff and I'll go. And I left.
Was that Ryanair?
Ryanair.
Oh, so you didn't even get in?
No, I got into it for the first day of training. For the first day, after nearly being arrested, I was like, oh, lovely, right, everything is going on track. I got that hiccup started out. And then this girl walks in with a box full of cups and was like, boom, piss test everyone. I'm just like, and everyone's jumping up, no volunteer, I'll do it first. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get it though, because I wouldn't be here.
You've really lived 1,000 lives, haven't you?
Fully. Like some other jobs I've been in, I've been sacked about 4 times just for not showing up. I just wouldn't, if I didn't want to go into work, I just would not go in. Like, where why? I was like, I don't know, just didn't want to come in. And then they'd take me back on, they'd sack me like, oh, come on back. But most of it was because I was out partying. I was like, I'm not going to work.
You're just the main character. That's what it's given, main
like,
character.
No
I
idea.
love all the Luas stories though. Again, it's like the shops. I feel like you just there's always like some form of entertainment. I was once the form of entertainment on a Luas. So when I was younger, hopped the Luas, right?
Naughty.
I shouldn't have, right? I know, lads, I was a teenager, and I'm not condoning it. The Luas is not free. Where's the camera? Not free. But I must have been about like 14, right? And I went in. I remember I was after meeting up with one of my friends, and she was heading into town, and she was with one of her friends. So the two of them were on their way in, and I decided to hop the Luas because I was going to meet people in town. Naturally, right, we get to Jervis and the inspector hops on. I'm like, oh God, what am I going to do? And me, like, I'm so innocent. I'm
Would you have to top off?
No, because I didn't realise them getting on. So they got on at Abbey Street, and then I had to get off at Jervis. And as soon as the doors closed, it was like, tickets. And I'm like, oh my God. So
Sweating.
first thing I do was like,
you hop out the
when
window.
I say, like, at this point, like, then I was not streetwise. I did not know a thing. I didn't know A from B. I was a child, right? But I was a very dumb child as well. So doors closed, and they're like, okay, tickets. And I'm like, oh God. So I pull out my phone and pretend to be on the phone. I'm like, maybe they won't notice me. Now, bearing in mind, I was 14, but I was also still like 6'4". So like I was very...
So you looked about 23.
So between Abbey Street and Jervis, he copped me. And I was like, I'm on the phone, me dog's in hospital. And I'm like panicking, right? I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing, right? And I'm making a whole scene now, so now everybody's looking at me. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? And I'm like, what's your ma's name? And I'm like, what's my ma's name? And one of my friends at the time, ma's name was Christina. So I was like, Christina.
Oh, you're one of them, no.
Christina. And then...
And you got the other child's name as well, did you?
No, they asked me what my name was then, and I was like, right, what is my name?
You took too long to answer.
And I said, I get my business teacher's name.
Yeah, you
I
don't.
get my business teacher's name. I was like, I'll bleep this. And I gave some random address. I don't even know if it's a real address, to be honest with you. So I hope no ticket showed up. I don't know, because they just had their little notepad. Like, they didn't have like the digital thing, so they couldn't like actually see the real address. So anyways, that was that. And he was like, is that your real address now? Like, we're gonna find out. And I was like, yeah, it is. Like, my dog's in hospital. I need to go to the vet. Like, because I'm really like. The dog was grand. Like, the dog was at this point probably about 2 years old. Like, it was grand, not a bother on him. Probably at home asleep.
I actually had a similar experience to you. I think we've all like hopped the Luas. You've never hopped the Luas?
No, 100 times. But how I used to get caught is I used to give my auntie's address to my cousin. But I was so stupid, I'd sign my own name at the end of the thing, so I'd get caught. Or I'd be with a friend that'd say, right, Dylan, you ready? And I'm like, are you for real? He's like, who's Dylan? It's like, my nickname is Dylan. That's what it is. But yeah, I've been caught loads of times with Luas, so it's great.
I've only done it once when I was a kid, and I was with my friend at the time. Well, there was a big group of us, but all of us didn't pay on, so I was like, right then, the security aren't going to get through everyone, like until we get to the next stop.
Can't take us all down.
Came to me and one of the girls, right? And we were thick as each other at the time, because she gave my name and I gave hers. She gave my address and I gave hers.
Send them both way. Switch it up.
She went first and she gave my name and my address. I said, okay,
no,
I'll do you one better. I'll give it right back to you.
The Luas traumatizes me so much. Like, Shanice knows how traumatized I am from Luas, because like that, I remember one day we were all Mitch in school and we didn't pay on either, and our mate was standing in front of us, and the inspector went to him first, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my god, we're all getting thrown off this Luas. And at that time I was 12, I thought they were all going to batter us outside the Luas. Or getting going to hop on you, because you're they're big, they're like they're only short to having. Literally, I thought we were going to get like fined and thumped around outside the Luas, right? So I was like, oh my god. My mate's there in front of me, and I was like, we all had leap cards, but we didn't tap on what our leap cards. And they get him anyways, and he's standing there and he's like, yeah, he says his name, and then he turns around and says my address, and I'm like, I was like, do you know, like, pure, like, you're right beside me, you weren't doing that. Like, he obviously didn't realise it, and they throw him off the Luas, and then because they obviously that happened to him, then they throw him off, and we're grand. So we're baiting on the Luas then, and yeah, we have to get off wherever from. But I just think the Luas is traumatized. I've been in 2 Luas crashes.
Oh yeah,
I would love to be on a Luas crash.
No, you absolutely wouldn't.
Out there, my back pimped down. Imagine the claim I'd get.
The emergency brake on a Luas is no joke.
It's like that. Help me. That's what I say. Anytime I see a Luas crash or a bus crash, I'm like, why didn't I come to Luas today? But I think the worst thing I didn't do, one of my friends today, we were all like 15, we were drinking that time, we had an amp on the Luas, and we were going from, I think it was like Golden Bridge to Black Horse, and the Luas goes like really fast, some of them stops, and the driver come over the oak being like, just guard waiting at the next Luas stop, he's all going to be arrested, turn that amp down. So one of my friends grabbed the lever of the emergency yoke while the Luas was moving.
The emergency brake?
Yeah, no, the door, to open the doors, like
okay.
The yoke, and opened the doors, the 2 doors just were like 2 flaps just flapping, and we all jumped off the Luas and went legging it. This was mad, like the thing. So you think that was bad?
It was like a competition.
You could write a book that'd be about this.
My friend tried the wacky tobacco one time when we were 15. I only took 1 blow. She smoked the whole thing, the dope thick. And we grabbed the Luas, and she went green on the Luas and got sick everywhere, from the top to the bottom, just walking by everyone. So I got off the Luas and left her on the Luas. She ended up in Talis. Oh, but no, the things I've done on the Luas and Dublin bus as well, like.
Have you gotten better as you've gotten older?
Oh, definitely. I now pay for the Luas.
I now pay for the Luas.
We now, like, we don't condone this. We
we're not condoning
we
it.
didn't know better. We should have known better, and we didn't. We're not condoning it. Do not jump on the Luas for free. It is not free.
Pay
a message from the National Transport Authority.
I used to tell a tourist that the Luas was free today.
No.
So the amount of tourists I probably got, like, fine. Like, how do I pay for this? So I was like, it's free today. Get on, go on.
Does no one remember when that thing went around that someone made a video saying that the Luas is free for like it's the month of August or something like that.
It was like full on billboard. Did you see the one? There was one next to Jervis. It's like, you know the way they print out stuff at the bus stop today? We're like, it's not free. It was the funniest.
Someone made
thing
a video basically convincing the whole of Ireland that the Luas is free, so everyone was I mean, they're doing it for years anyways, but everyone was hopping on the Luas.
But no, I was talking to someone and he said actually like 97% of people pay for the Luas. Because I was thinking, like, you must lose millions. No working, like, for the lose. No, people actually pay that fair. It's just the hot scum that don't. But, like, imagine if the Luas had Wi-Fi. Because now nowadays
there'd be beds on the Luas and everything. Everyone living on the thing.
Like, you do be on the Luas and you're like, any change. I'm like, what is going on? Like, on the Luas, people walk up and down the Luas. The red line now, not the green line. People walk up and down the Luas begging now, on the Luas. And then if you don't give them €2, you're out.
The Luas are turning into the subway in like New York and all. I'd be afraid to get on the subway. The videos.
The subway is very interesting. Have you ever been to New York?
Yeah.
What do you think of the subway?
I loved it, but I was kind of like, this place is nuts.
It's wild,
isn't it? But I spent my whole time looking up at buildings like, oh my God, you feel like a little ant.
Yeah, tiny.
No,
but like the Americans are literally off the rails. Like, I thought I was off the rails. These are bonkers.
Did you go during summer or winter?
Winter.
Yeah, winter's nice.
Winter.
Yeah.
And I nearly got the chance to see Miley Cyrus, but we didn't.
Oh no!
We were walking down like this street, and there was like them SUVs, and there was like flashes, like paparazzi. This is my moment. So I'm running up and hey, I'm take a picture. And they're just looking at me like that. Anyway, take a picture. And the man's was like, I'm like, take a picture. No, we want Miley. I was like, Miley? Where's Miley gone? She drove off.
No.
See, new Hannah Montana's coming out.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait. I used to go around as a kid with towels on my head. So like when I was like, no, this was all just made for me. I was standing in front of like that. I love you. Literally, I thought it was Hannah Montana.
It gives you another persona, doesn't it?
I still want to be Hannah Montana when I grow up.
Love Hannah.
Yeah, mood, to be fair.
No, I've seen that. What do you think it's going to be?
I hope it's a tour.
It's not going to be a tour. I don't think it is.
No, I think it's in a movie.
Yeah, maybe it's either a movie or like a live show that's going to be streamed everywhere.
I think it's going to be like one of them specials. Remember she did the New Year's?
Yeah,
She did the New Year's with Paris Hilton and Dolly Parton. Do you remember saying that? It was like a New Year thing.
She'd make more money over a tour than she would
would.
movie.
I don't think she wants to.
See, tours are very expensive though.
Yeah, that's like a year out your life
there's not
as
actually
well.
much more money to be made.
Yeah, but she'd rake it in though.
How much
like,
are you charging for your tours?
Free at this point. I do be everywhere. I started to joke with people. I seen some girl yesterday, can I get a picture? And I was dead serious, like €5, and she was like going through a purse. I was like, I'm only messing. I am. She's like, I'll give you the. Then another girl tried to give me a tenner one day for no reason. She's like, I see you on TikTok, there's a tenner. I was like, no, keep back.
You would be like, yeah, thank
People
you.
think I'm a bleeding
Walk around with your Revolut code in your back. People just scan you. I'm like, no,
of me.
What's the weirdest interaction you've ever had with someone coming up to you?
Someone jumped on me back once.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
I
from
would've
behind,
got
jumped on me back, and I loved it.
You were like,
I grabbed me by the neck at first. I was like, oh fuck, this is it. But then I just was jumping around. Like, can we get pictures? I was like, of course we can. Because like if you see the pictures I take in public, like it's not compared. Like I do have my legs spread like Nutella when I'm in certain places. You know what I mean? Like the people don't realise when you don't see anyone in the background, there's people behind that camera just like that. Like when I was in Dunstar, I was lying in bed, I had my leg up, and there was an old woman just like that. She's like, will I say something homophobic or will I just leave? But surprising enough, old people love me, especially the nannies.
You're easy to love though.
I love the nannies. Like that's what I'm saying. My two neighbours are two. Well, one of them is 50. She's not old, but the other one is. May are not old. Sorry. But I love sitting with old people because it's better than sitting with young people. Young people are just not wit.
They're experienced.
They have more experience, more stories. Because I'd be like, this is what I say to every old people. What was life like when you were my age? Then there's this one woman. She's dead now. And she lived on my road. And I remember saying to her when I was a young child, see the way you're nearly dead? Does life go by real fast?
Oh my God.
I said,
you were definitely
like,
that blunt child that would walk up to someone and be like, are you pregnant or are you just fat?
In school, I was never allowed in class. I had an SNA in school.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm dyslexic as well. So I used to have to be taken out and have ADHD and I'm gay. What else is wrong with me?
Pick a struggle.
Victim alert. But I used to get taken out of class for extra work. This bitch used to just take me down to the kitchen and cook cakes all day.
And you get to eat them?
Living the vida loca.
Oh yeah, I'd get to eat them.
I wish
But
I'd had that experience in
I
school.
put her through hell. Like I was so bad. Like she'd go out of the room and I'd sit there and be like, oh, there's a handbag, and I'd just root. No, I wouldn't rob it, but I'd root through it. Watch, I wouldn't rob it. And one day I wanted to make a Pacific cake and we hadn't got the ingredients. I was like, have a car, bring me to the Oak. I don't think she was meant to have me alone in the car. This is back in the early 2000s. So there was no like real like child safety laws then. So she brought me and this other challenged child to the shop. And we were sitting in the back seat of the car. And we're like, wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny just to grab her when she was driving? So I put my hands over her eyes while she was driving down a main road. And he pulled up the handbrake.
That's not even funny. That's not funny.
But then it was, now it's not. But yeah, that's how bad I was in school. Like I was never allowed to interact with any other classmates. I had my own yard time. I was literally on the yard on my own, just walking around. I did. I had to walk around the yard by myself with my SNA. She came everywhere because I used to like go on the mitch and like jump out the school window and just go on a burner. But yeah, she came everywhere. But I seen her a few weeks ago. She still walks to the school and she wouldn't look at me. Just like that.
You're probably traumatized. Traumatized.
Yeah, I say that I haven't went back in near them skills since I left. Since I left, because I put teachers through hell.
There was
a few teachers I did like, but like I was, especially when I got into secondary when I came out gay, because I came out gay in like 5th year and I was the only out gay person in my whole school. And I used to sit there with the female teachers. I can see your extensions. Your makeup isn't blended.
Really?
No.
Yeah, they liked me before I came out gay. When I came out gay, they did not like me. Because I was calling out everything on them because like, you know what, I'm gay now, I can just be myself. So I was like, yeah, your makeup isn't blended. I like your shoes, but I don't like that.
Oh my God.
So yeah. Good experience,
You're an
bad
absolute
experience.
character, but it's been...
yeah, I feel
now-
like we need to cut it there.
No, you have. I tell you have so many stories to tell. I feel like we could sit here for another 3 hours and we wouldn't even get through half of it. But it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the Socially Awkward podcast. For anybody that wants to follow you on socials, do you want to plug?
My name is Dylan Lee Kenny. You can follow me, just don't follow me on the street. Okay? Stay sexy, bitches. No, that's Jackie.
That's Jack.
He'll sue me. He'll sue me. Trademarked it. He's trying. I was thinking about trademarking my own name. Should I?
Yeah, you might as well.
Why not?
There you go.
Miley
But how
Cyrus
many-
trademarks her name.
How many Dylan Lee Kennys is there?
Probably not many.
Because like when
There's
I'm in
only
the,
one
that
Dylan
matters.
Kenny.
when I'm in the gym, I was joking with him. I said, "No, my image is trademark. Don't record it." He said, "Don't record it. Go right by me with the camera now." Did you? Yeah,
Yeah, wait,
it was a
water.
pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
sexy.
And it was your first podcast as well?
I'm not a virgin anymore. I can wipe my own ass.
Oh, Dylan, you're an absolute star. Thank you for coming in. We love you.
No, so much love. Lads, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Socially Awkward podcast. We will be back next week for more shenanigans.
If you want to follow us, you can follow us at Socially Awkward on Instagram, Socially Awkward Pod on TikTok. And if you want to watch us, you can watch us on YouTube at Onic Originals. Or if you want to listen to us, of course, we have Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we shall see you next week.
Do you want to chime in, Dylan? We're going to say
Should
bye.
we end up on a stay sexy? So
Yeah.
Dylan's
Oh,
here,
yeah.
Right.
1,
2, 1.
Stay sexy.
The Socially Awkward podcast is an Onic original.
Presented by Shanice Griffin.
Brandon Caulfield.
Daniel Devlin.
Visual design and video editing by Stephen King O'Farrell and Connor Daly.
Extra special thanks to Vivian Wood.
Archive and images courtesy of Getty Images. Music courtesy of Audio Network.
Series producer Paul McGregor.
Executive producer Sasha Hamrock.
New episodes of the Socially Awkward podcast release every Thursday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You can also watch full episodes of the Socially Awkward podcast on YouTube.
This is an Onic original podcast.